everyone, my name is Gavriella Amadeta and today I want to talk about business letter. And by the end of this video, I want you to know how to write an amazing business letter. And before we start, my material is in this direction, so if my eyes are not always looking at the camera, I'm sorry. So what is business letter? Business letter are formal paper communication between to or from businesses and usually sent through the post office or by courier. Business letters are sometimes called snail mail because it takes longer than email to send, which we know is one click away. Next, business letter formats. So there are some certain standards for formatting a business letter. There's variations that acceptable, but here are some basic guidelines. Use A4 or 8.5 times 11-inch paper or letterhead. Letterhead is a specialized paper that have a company logo and or company name on top of it. And you want to use 10 to 12 point font. Use the 2.5 centimeters or 1-inch margins. And you want to use the basic font, which is Times New Roman or Arial. Next, use a comma after the salutation. And within paragraph you want to use single space, and between the paragraph you want to use double space. And here, after the closing, you want to put a 3 to 5 spaces for handwritten signature. Then you want to lay out the letter so that it fits the paper appropriately. And if it's necessary, you can put CC or copies to an enclosure at the very bottom of your letter. After the closing, your handwritten signature and your name, then followed by CC and then enclosure. Then you want to use the aligned left or right rigid format. And before you place your letter into the envelope, you want to fold in 3 horizontally, just like in the picture. Next, formatting business letter. So here we have a very common format for business letter, block format. So the block format have all the paragraph in the left. So you just need to align left or right rigid. Use the format. Next, formatting envelope for business letter. So you want to type all of this information on your envelope before sending it. Next, formatting business memo. So memo is a short written message sent by a staff to another staff in the same company, and this is the format for business memo. Next, how to write a business letter. First, you want to plan what you want to write, and you want to know your audience. What is their name? How good of a friend you with the recipient, how formal the letter should be. You want to plan, and then you want to write. So this business letter we use English, and here in Indonesia, English is our second language, so don't be nervous and just expand your vocabulary, use the right grammar, search in Google an example of business letter, and you're good to go. Next, so here we have a business letter that I got on Google. On the very top we have letterhead or type heading, date, and then inside address, then salutation. Then here we have Mr. Smith. So Mr. Smith, we use it if the recipient is a man. And we use Miss, or I need to move this, Miss or Mrs. if the recipient is female. So we use Miss if she's not married, and Mrs. if she's already married. On the first paragraph, you want to have a short, friendly opening, and then letter, followed by the main point. Then on the second and third paragraph, you want to get into the detail. And on the final paragraph, you want to state your requests, reminders, and notes on enclosures. Then closing. Next, writing tips. So use a conversational tone. Ask direct questions, double check everything. Use active voice whenever possible. Use polite modals like don't use can but use could, don't use will but use would. Always refer to yourself as I. Don't use we unless it is clear who the pronouns refers to. Don't write anything fake. Always include date. Use the month instead of using number. So this is an example of the date. So here, the first one is so vivid, but the later one, the third, the three following date is not so vivid because in the other country the meaning can be different. Next, and this is the sample of business letters. That's all from me. Thank you for listening.